Hey everybody, it's Chief Gen X coming to you again this morning. I got a little story about my family. I want to start this, the family, the Robinson Awards. I'll start with the oldest one. She was poor girl. She was my guinea pig, but there were some things that we did, or she did, that it sometimes it just defy curiosity. I remember one thing she really was curious about till we had to finally teach her lesson was she always liked to play with outlets, wall outlets and wall sockets, got a bad habit of that. Like 3 or 4 years old, she'd just walk around, she'd try to stick things in there to see if it worked, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I want to see if it lights up. No, your doll is not going to light up if you stick it in the light socket. You're just going to melt the feet. Oh, okay. And she'd come around, she had the Barbies, and she started to stick the feet of the Barbie doll in there, and she'd light up. I'm like, oh my God, child, you're going to kill yourself. And so after about 6 months of this, literally, just trying to talk to her, I finally had it. I looked at my ex, I said, she's going to have to learn the hard way. I can see it coming. She's too hard-headed. And my ex could laugh, and she goes, oh, I wonder where she got that from. I was like, no, whatever, fuck it. But, so one night, her and I are sitting at the dinner table, and we'd already ate. We're sitting down and we're just talking, and so the oldest one's playing. The baby, my son, he was barely a newborn. We're sitting at the table, and I think she's feeding him, and I could see my daughter. She's sneaking around. She's trying to see if Dad's looking to see if she's playing light sockets. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, it's going to hurt, right? She's like, well, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing it. I said, all right, fine. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Well, somehow she got hold of a fork. And she got hold of this fork. She was playing with it. And then, of course, Mom started to get it. I'm like, nah, this is where she's going to learn. And she's making her way around the light sockets. And she's sent this one particular light socket that's near the front door. It's also right below the clock that I had, and there was a clock in the house, and we placed it right next to the door. Somewhere near the door. Well, it was a plastic one. It was like one round plastic ones. No big deal. Wasn't gonna hurt. It's not there. That big, monstrous, freaking, glamorous one. It's just a round plastic one you got from the local store or whatever. And we threw it up there so we could stop asking each other what time it was. Because you remember, this is about 30 some odd years ago, so no cell phones and stuff like that. So I'm watching her. She's playing with this light socket, and I'm like, young lady, what, Dad? I'm not doing anything, Dad. Okay, all right. And of course, she's sneaking around. She's not doing. She's doing it and thinking I'm not watching. And I'm watching the whole thing unfold. And next thing you know, I hear this, ow! And then I hear this, bam, crack on the head. Ow! And that's it. Because I had my head turned. I was talking to my ex for a reason, and then I looked back at the little tape. I looked over, and there's my daughter with a fork in her hand. There's black marks around the wall outlet, and she's there going, ow! I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You did not. She goes, and she showed me. She turned around, and I swear to God, she did. She goes, showed me, go put the thing right back in the light socket, zap. And she's like, ow, it hurt again. The first thing I can say is, no shit, Sherlock. The last thing you know, somehow, some way, the alarm, this clock that was above the light socket, comes loose. Straight down to the ground. And lo and behold, who's right below the clock? My daughter. Pow! Right on top of the head. She's stunned. She looks around. She's looking around, trying to see which one of us did that. And we're both sitting at the table. Both of us are actually sitting there trying to keep from laughing our asses off because we're like, oh my God, this is really happening. It was like, what the hell? She's like, Daddy, the alarm clock, the clock, it hit me in the head. And I was only, it hurt. It hurt. I said, let me tell you something. I've been trying to tell you for months not to do that. She goes, but I'm sorry, it hurt. I said, yeah, that's God telling you with that clock to stop playing with light sockets. Because that's going to happen. Every time you do that, God's going to drop something on your head to keep reminding you. She looked at me. She's like, really? I said, yes, ma'am. God's trying to teach you something. She's 36, 37 years old. She's 37 years old. She has not touched a light socket without approaching it with extreme caution since then. Whatever it caught in her hardcore. I mean, she was like, nah, I ain't messing with it. I got a husband. She says a poor husband of hers to do all that stuff. It's just, when she did that, I was like, oh my God. So I had to teach her lessons. Yeah, she got divine intervention before she electrocuted herself really bad. Well, that's my story, the first story I had for you guys. I hope you liked it. I like reliving them stories because they're parts of my past, parts of my family's past. If you like what you're hearing, let me know. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That thing's always got something kind of content on there. So y'all behave. Have a blessed day. I'm Chief Gen X, and I'm out.